Today, I'm going to tell you why I think at this very moment in time, you have one of the greatest opportunities you'll ever get in your life. I'm going to tell you a new coin I've added to my portfolio that I believe has the potential for mega gains in the next few months. I'm talking about something that can pull a 2021 SHIB-like run. The last time I got this excited about a play was back in January with Ondo, which pulled a clean 12x. I'm also going to discuss portfolio management and how we should be playing the crypto cycle going forward. Before we start, please remember that nothing in this video is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Okay, so to start off this video, I think this market is in the beginning phases of a mega uptrend for altcoins that will last several months, and you're still extremely early. I constructed this chart back in summer explaining how every cycle the same pattern plays out, where altcoins go on a year-long rally against Bitcoin and then they crash really hard before going on a multi-month uptrend. So far this cycle, we had a year-long rally and then altcoins crashed really hard against Bitcoin. And now I believe we're going to go on a final mega run that's going to last several months, and it's going to end with a euphoric, life-changing alt season. I think we have every single ingredient in this market that we need to provide this mega uptrend, and we're ready now. So first, I'm going to give you my reasons as to why I believe that, and then I'm going to share my new altcoin pick. So the first reason I believe that we're now going to get a mega run that we've been overdue for is because of the chart that I just shared. Opportunities like this literally come twice a cycle. I feel as though this is one of those charts where people who are late up here come into the market and say, man, look at these people over here who are buying, they were so lucky. But let's take a moment to actually think about the components that have led to this chart's formation. So in June 2023, it crashed really bad because of the SEC suing altcoins. So consider the context of the cycle from this point in June 2023. We had a brutal bear market with FTX imploding, and then altcoins went even lower than that compared to Bitcoin. Everyone who was going to sell their altcoins already had by this point, and that meant the path to the upside had the least resistance. I think we're in the exact same scenario over here. We had 8 months of pure torture in this market. We had so much FUD to get through, like Germany selling, Mt. Gox selling, and we had 2 major total wipeouts. So I think it's safe to say, if you're watching this video now and you're holding your altcoins, there's likely nothing that's going to be able to make you sell now. Then in that case, it makes total sense to me that just like in June 2023, the path to the upside has the least resistance. Now, that's just one thing to consider, the context of who is left in the market. The second thing is the fact that Trump won. I don't think the market has truly priced in what a pro-crypto administration can do for crypto. I think the 2 biggest things are, firstly, if Bitcoin is made a reserve asset for the US, that unlocks the third and final stage of its adoption. And that's where the dream of a $500K to $1 million Bitcoin starts to become realistic. The second is the Solana ETF speculation that will come and grow. If he fires Gensler, it's naturally going to be the next crypto that people speculate on to get an ETF. And that, combined with FireDancer, we could see Sol go to $400 plus, and Solana meme coins will go insane. So when you combine these 2 things together, the lax regulation that a Trump presidency will provide and the speculation that will fuel, and also the fact that a lot of people have truly checked out crypto already and the sentiment is terrible, and others BTC is at cycle lows, which is the most important thing. I honestly think now is the perfect time to really start believing. Not just in the fact that prices will go higher and we'll get a crazy alt season, but also in yourself to make a lot of money this cycle. A lot of people mess up bull runs by doubting themselves and worrying too much. I've said consistently since August, the era of pain is over, and all you have now is to look forward towards the future. Some of you may be thinking, didn't you make a video last week saying sell altcoins? I did. I said sell altcoins that you don't want to hold anymore and you don't have conviction in, and that video was really useful. After that video went live, the altcoin market cap wiped off $40 billion in value, and then at the bottom in the Discord, I said to everyone, this video is no longer valid and what I said has already played out and you should be buying altcoins that you do have conviction in. And then after that, we got a $30 billion increase in the altcoin index. I could not have called this sequence of events any better. I don't know if this sort of short-term warnings or pullbacks is something people want on this channel, but I'm going to experiment with different types of content. I think these short-term warning videos are going to be useful. If you remember in 2021, how many brutal leverage wipeouts we had and the compounding opportunities they provided, I'd like to be able to take advantage of those later in the cycle and also help you avoid any short-term pain. So subscribe, otherwise you'll miss those sorts of videos. I'm going to keep track of all the leverage, open interest, and funding rates in the market and update you if I see anything really concerning. Now, I've likely made you quite happy with everything I've said so far, but I'm going to tone it back down just a bit because there is something serious I need to talk to you about. In February, I made this video saying, get out of these altcoins, and I got so much hate on this video because I said Bitcoin can go to all-time high and a lot of these altcoins will do nothing. And that's pretty much exactly what happened with most altcoins in this video. And some of you long-term watchers will remember that a lot of these coins were being shilled on YouTube, like Myria, which I called out in this video, but just take a look at the price action now. Anyways, I basically think that this will repeat again. We're going to have Bitcoin make a really big run up and more altcoins will be left behind than before because there's so much competition and dilution coming into this market. I'm currently thinking, should I make a video like this again and help people get out of the wrong coins like I did in February? But then all I get is a bunch of people hating on me. So I will make the video, but I'll post it in the Discord. It's free to join. The link will be in the description and you'll be able to see it in there. But the point stands. Tokens with this criteria, with poor tokenomics and weak narratives, will likely bleed from here going forward or give you 50 to 100% gains at best. This doesn't apply to 95% of you. I know that because I asked people in the Discord to share their portfolios and there was no major concern, so I'm using that as a sample. Now, I am going to share one pick that I do believe everyone needs to give serious consideration to. Not financial advice, I'll share that with you in just a minute. But first, I'm going to give you a really simple formula or process to identify if you're holding a bad coin. The first thing you need to do is identify the narrative the coin is in. It's really easy to do. Just go to CoinMarketCap, search in your token and click on the website that it gives. It should be very clear right from the start what the narrative is. If it isn't clear what narrative the project is in, that's a concern. Use this list of the major narratives to avoid. The second thing I want you to do is go to cryptorank.io, click on the search bar and then type in your coin, and then go to vesting. If you see a chart that looks something like this, where you have tons of investors and team unlocks, you should be concerned. If you can't find the vesting schedules, ask the project by joining their Discord or Telegram. The third thing and the most important question you should always ask yourself is the average American retail user going to want to buy this token? Are they going to want to buy some complex yield farming token in DeFi? Probably not, because they don't understand it. And that's basically the three most important filters to apply to any coin. If you've got a dead narrative, it's over. If the tokenomics are bad, it's over. If the average person won't be attracted to buy it, it's over. If you can't be asked doing all of that, just watch my videos, because I'm going to be pumping out videos on the best coins to buy for the next few weeks. Even this video isn't really a market update video. I'm more excited to share that new pick with you. Before I share this pick, I just want to really quickly share this picture with you and plan for the cycle. Take a screenshot or save it somewhere, because it's going to be really important for when you need to take profit. I also want to add that if you're in stables or large caps like Bitcoin, Ethereum, don't feel FOMO. If 2023 was to repeat and we have an obvious bullish catalyst in 2 months, which is Trump's inauguration, between now and then, we might have a massive liquidation event that will give you cheap prices temporarily to get in on. So if you have a monthly salary or stables to deploy, you'll get maybe one more chance, although I can't guarantee it. I'm just outlining patterns from last year. The same thing happened in August 2023, where we had a massive nuke ahead of the Bitcoin ETF approval. Okay, now finally, what is this coin that I've been talking about in this video that I've made into a good chunk of my portfolio? The token is Bonk on Coinbase. Now you might be thinking, is that it? I've heard of this before, it's nothing special. But I actually think everybody in crypto is severely underestimating this coin. Think of the people you speak to in crypto and YouTubers. How many of them have you seen hold Bonk? It's not many. And that's a really good thing. Now, I'm going to outline my full thesis for Bonk in the next 3 minutes. Pay close attention, and you might have to rewind or watch this part of the video multiple times. But here goes. You might have heard me say earlier, what would American retail buy? And I use the keyword American because they are the lifeblood of this market. They're the population with the most money to splash on crypto. So what we need to do is identify how they think and act before they get here. How will they think once they see Bitcoin is breaking past 100k and crypto is popping off? They're going to download Coinbase, look for the cheapest and lowest unit bias coins they can find, and just buy them. Every single cycle, people underestimate the effect of low unit bias. People can buy millions of Bonk and think to themselves, what if this goes to $1? Of course, we know that market cap wise, it will never go there, but they don't understand that. I had this light bulb moment recently where someone I knew downloaded Coinbase and without any sort of guidance on me talking to them, chose Bonk as their token to buy. And when I asked them why, he said to me, imagine if this goes to $1, can you imagine how much money I'll make? People from last cycle have heard of Doge and SHIB. Problem is, Doge and SHIB are a lot harder to pump than Bonk because Bonk is a lot smaller, it's easier to pump. If a retail user sees Bonk rallying and pulling 100% moves on their Coinbase app, and they think to themselves, what if this is like Doge of 2021 and I can make a 50x? They're going to buy it. Now I know what you're thinking. What if other coins like Pepe or WIF get listed on Coinbase? Then Bonk is not that attractive because it isn't only competing with Doge and SHIB for American retail liquidity anymore. And that's a very valid concern and it's true. But that's why after doing a lot of research on Coinbase and how its listing process works, I think the probability of another large cap meme being listed is really low. For a meme to be listed on Coinbase, it needs to be a very legit project. US regulations are so tough on what Coinbase can list and not list. If they could have listed WIF and Pepe, etc., they would have already done so by now. They can only list them on their perpetual trading platform, which is banned for US users. Secondly, they also want a lot of the supply. If you take a look at this instantly alienates a lot of these fair launched memes because Coinbase won't list something where they can't do proper inventory management. So when you combine the fact that Solana is leading this cycle, Bonk is one of the main Solana memes and the only one to have a golden Coinbase listing, it provides a compelling case. There's also rumors going around that Bonk is going to be listed on Robinhood. If this materializes, I believe Bonk can pull a SHIB type run this cycle. The main risk with this play is if another meme gets listed on Coinbase. If that happens, Bonk would not crash immediately because the holders of this token aren't thinking how we're thinking this video. They likely won't care or won't even realize until they get notified by email that there's a new meme on Coinbase. In that case, depending on the market cap and what meme that they list, I might swap into that or just move my Bonk into another play. But I have a firm belief and strong conviction that if Bitcoin was to break 100k and catalyze the revival of retail, Bonk would be one of the best coins to hold. So now I'm going to share my full playbook for when to buy Bonk, what my price targets are. Remember, this is not financial advice. Don't listen to me or buy Bonk because of this video. So let's start with the potential price prediction for Bonk and work backwards from there. Remember, so far we've established a very compelling thesis as to why Bonk is a great play for this cycle. SHIB topped at $41 billion last cycle. Bonk is at $1.5 billion. And if it were to reach SHIB's market cap, that would be a 27x on a large cap, safe in quotation marks, meme coin. Let me take a moment to remind you that Bonk's competitors are Doge and SHIB on Coinbase. It's the only Solana meme to be listed on Coinbase, and it may also get listed on Robinhood. American retail has direct access to buy this coin, and it has the low unit bias effect. If Solana explodes with the Sol ETF speculation that I discussed earlier in the video, the stars could align for Bonk to steal the show. But let's scale this back. You know I don't feed you bullshit dreams on this channel. I think if other memes don't get listed on Coinbase and Bonk gets that Robinhood listing, the first take profit zone for Bonk this cycle can be between $10 to $15 billion. That's very doable in my opinion. The Moonbag region is $15 to $25 billion. I called this in the premium service during that dip at around $1.25 billion. From there, I believe that's a realistic 9 to 12x gain for this cycle. It's pumped since then and it's at $1.5 billion. So those X's do need to be toned back a bit now. But nevertheless, I think Bonk is one of the strongest candidates for a 10x this cycle. I built this channel around realistic price predictions. When I give a price prediction, I believe it holds a lot more weight. I also don't make price predictions very often. If I was speaking to a friend right now, I'd say to him, try your best to get a $1 billion to $1.2 billion entry, and that would be setting him up for mega gains this cycle. And if the stars align, something insane could take place. Now, some silly people will comment and say, oh, he's shilling his bags. This is $1.5 billion in value right now. Nobody on YouTube can move this meaningfully. I'll also probably be buying more after this video if I get another dip. I'm sharing this because I think it will help you to put it on your radar, not financial advice, of course. Now, if you like this sort of research, check out Premium. I have another pick on a similar level to this in terms of potential, maybe more, that nobody is paying attention to right now. I'm still in the middle of accumulating it, so if you want to see what I'm accumulating and what other picks I'll be adding to my portfolio, try out the Premium service using the link in the pinned comments. I'll likely be increasing the price higher than the $75 it is right now, otherwise there's going to be too many people in this service. When you join, message me your portfolio in the channels and I'll do a full review of it. Thanks for watching and make sure you watch my next videos on coins.